It's Mo Fayah. It's Mo Fayah, a basketball top of the hour on baseradio.co.ke. 4 minutes past 3 p.m. Allow me to introduce to you an amazing actress and actors on baseradio.co.ke. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. We had it. It's time we see it. It's time we believe to have them exclusive on baseradio.co.ke. Mo Fayah series set to premiere on 20th this coming Friday. Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Toby Toma and Lona Lemmy from Mo Fayah series. Welcome to Base Radio.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so much for having us.
How's the afternoon going so far? How's the afternoon going so far?
It's sunny and lovely outside. Mm-hmm. It's giving Christmas.
It's giving Christmas.
Come on, what do you mean it's giving
Mo Fayah?
Yeah, it's giving Mo Fayah.
Yeah, that's the word. It's giving Mo Fayah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing to have you on baseradio.co.ke. Now, talking about Christmas, are you excited for Christmas?
Yes. So much, because Mo Fayah is coming out, and I'm hoping that people, when they're home, that's what they'll be watching. Oh, I'm so excited.
What about you, Tom?
Very excited, of course. Obviously, unajua, most of the time, Christmas always looks like closing day. So there's that closing day feeling. There's that closing day feeling, and that's what I'm feeling right now. And now, when you're closing school or when you're closing the semester or anything, you look forward to something you've not watched. You're going to watch at home, and that's going to be Mo Fayah for everyone.
I believe so.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
During this festive season.
True.
Allow me to give you a chance to introduce yourself. Someone who want to hear from you guys. Who is this Tom and Lona in studio? Who are they? Ladies first.
Okay. So my name is Lona Lemmy. I am an actor. I am a stage, screen, and voice actor. I do stunts performance. I am a biker. And I was so lucky and privileged to play Zawadi in Mo Fayah.
And Mo Fayah.
Yes.
Wow. What about you, Tom?
My name is Toby Tom. I'm an actor. I also write. I script stage plays, more so plays in Swahili. I also direct stage plays. I also write short films and stuff. And let's say I'm a performing artist and choreographer. I also do dance choreography. And that is me in a nutshell.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are so talented.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're doing a lot.
Thank you.
In Nairobi.
In
It requires that.
Good to know.
Yeah.
How was it, you being part of Mo Fayah series, a production by Netflix?
How was it? It was a very nice experience. Not nice. It was a lot of experience, a lot of emotions put in one. Because first of all, there was excitement. Second of all, there was what is this feeling you have when you see things you've never seen before? That feeling. There was also that feeling, and also more of it was learning. There was more lessons to be learned, and I believed we learned a lot in that production. Yeah, so that's
production.
Yeah.
Lona, Mo Fayah is your first lead role.
Who said that?
How was it? How did you prepare yourself for this?
Right. Yes, Mo Fayah is my first lead role in a series, especially for Netflix. I think what I can say is Ruben Odanga, the creator and writer and producer, is very intentional with everything he does. So we had training. We had Carol Coach Odongo come before the series started shooting, before the production itself. We got some days of script analysis, scene analysis, character development. It was so nice gelling with people. We had capacity building for the team building, which by the time we were starting to go into production itself, we had already gotten the hang of our characters, of each other. We had gelled. It was super, super nice.
Super nice. How about you, Tom?
First of all, Ruben, I'd like to just state what she said a bit and expound. Ruben is very let's say intentional, because he was really creating more emphasis on what the story is about. And one thing I really got to understand from him was, one, he really wanted us to understand what we were doing for us to show it to the audience, because number one, the story is more relatable to family and to the youth all at once. Yeah, so the thing that I learned more is gelling into what these characters are all about, breathing their lives, breathing them into life. And that is why before production there was, like she said, acting coach Caroline Odongo coming for acting coach. Then there was team building. And then even through when we were doing the read through, every character was being explained on what is expected of the character from the makers, which is the production, the actors, and what the audience expect to see. So for me, it was more of understanding craft and art from a deeper level than what I've been doing before. So it was more, how should I put it? It was in depth. Before, there was more in-depth activity before production, and even during production there was in-depth activity. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. We're gonna come back with more in the next few. Keep it based, ready to see all the KE. Welcome back. Story Ni Motto by Alma Razel featuring Deputize earlier on, playing on Base Radio to see all the KE. Niko ndani ya studio na the baddest in 254. Yani the future of acting industry in Kenya itself, mtu wangu. Toby and Tom, Lona Lemi exclusive. Hawa sawa wana hustle sana. Yani nikikwambia Lemi anaendeshanga bike ati for side hustle. Hatari sana. By the way, let's big up our fans, our family.
Yes. Oh my God. Everybody, the family of Mo Fayah is listening. Akina Winyadisa, Ruben Odanga, I'm sure Sai, Akina Mateo are rooting for us. Huko Brian, our character lead actor, Ibrahim Oma Akokonje, my sister Eva Lemi. I know ako tuned. Big up to you guys.
Tom, kwani una fan base?
Unajua sasa we come from the same family.
Yeah.
So literally amesema kila mtu, but shout out to the Mo Fayah family manze. Niseme kina nani, kina Mikey, kina Valka, Wakesho na Bilha. Kina big up to all UN students. Man, they made this show great.
Yes.
Yeah, big up to watu walikuwa ni watu wangwana
sana kabisa.
Very good. Yeah. So to the whole team crew, kina Woli, kina Toby. Shout out. Yeah.
Amazing. I want to get it just to understand your role. How did you manage to, can you define a role as well? How did you manage to prepare yourself for this role?
Right. So for me, I played Zawadi. She's the lead character in Mo Fayah. Zawadi is an 18-year-old girl, a teen literally, who's grieving and who's going through so much and is looking for solace and love and finds it in Brian. And to go there, I had to remember how chaotic it was at that age, especially when you're grieving. You don't have your mother with you, your father is somewhere. It's usually a lot, and I like to build backstory to know now how was this girl when she was 10, when she was 8, you know. So I put all those things together so that this character can come to life and make the decisions and the choices that she makes now as an 18-year-old young adult who just got into campus. And they're not nice, some of those decisions, but I love her regardless. Yeah.
What was the best decision?
Her best decision?
Yes.
Amen. This chick fell in love, like deeply in love. I remember how blissful it was when you're so young and you don't know, you're not corrupted by the world. So I can say that love and how she's so steadfast in supporting these guys, even though what they're doing is not right. That's one of the things I love about her. She's so loving and so lovable as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tom.
Wow. Kevin Onyango is what Tobit Tom, or is who Tobit Tom plays. So about Kevin Onyango. Kevin Onyango is a guy from campus, 22 years old. He has a grandmother and a sister. Now, Kevin Onyango one thing I like about Kevin Onyango is his loyalty to his friends, who he considers as family. The problem with Kevin a bit is he doesn't like Lorna. No, not Lorna.
Zawadi.
He doesn't like Zawadi.
Yeah.
Because once Zawadi becomes part of the gang, things start to fall apart. Things start to fall apart here and there because the father is the one now following us around, is a cop. That is very uncomfortable with Kevin Onyango. But since Brian, who is Kevin's friend, is the boyfriend, he kind of accepts that reality that now we have a girl in our crew and she's part of our team. You're going to have to deal with that. Another thing I like about Kevin is that all what he does in this story is because of the love he has for his family, which is the grandmother and the sister. He has to keep the sister in school, and the grandmother is very sick. Is very sick. So whatever he's doing is to accommodate this family and put them in good health.
Right.
Keep the sister in school and keep the grandmother in good health.
Wow.
That is Kevin's story in this
Series.
series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was the most challenging and rewarding part of you portraying, the character, your character in Mo Fayah?
The most challenging and rewarding. So one thing is this is very a bit deep. It's because when I was given the script and I read about Kevin and his relationship with his grandmother, is at a time when Tobit Tom was growing close to my grandmother. And when I was doing that scene with my grandmother, it was a bit deep. I wasn't even acting. It was the dialogue, everything, how she talked and what she was saying to Kevin was very similar to how my grandmother talked to me every time I associated with her. So I would want to say that is the most challenging. It was challenging and yet rewarding because I was acting real life. And all the time, I'm looking forward to watching Mo Fayah. And I'm looking very much forward with scenes where Kevin is in dialogue with his grandmother. And just to put this in context, in real time, Tobit's grandmother passed away earlier during the middle of the year, around June. Yeah, so that's why that scene was very important to me. And I really wanted her to watch it, but God had other plans. But that's where I have the connection with the series.
All right, you've heard it from Tobit from Mo Fayah series and Lorna Lemmy. Keep it based ready to see all the KE. We're coming back with more. Just to remind you, we have 2 days before the premiere of Mo Fayah series. Very artist with some jam on Merry Christmas. We're coming to an end of this year. A few days to celebrate Christmas. Unajua kitambo, by the way, to grow up, Tom and Lorna, chapati was the deal. Chapati. Siku hizi Christmas vibe.
I think ni sisi tumezeeka.
Come on.
There are people who celebrate Christmas like.
What is the proper way to celebrate a Christmas?
Being with family.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
Totally.
For me, being with family is like, for me, is like the best part because now inafikanga age fulani uko na wazae kila siku. So ile time kidogo unapata. We celebrate with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love.
For me.
For you?
I also agree. Being with family, my mom, my dad, my sister together. Yeah, that's Christmas.
Na mimi bado chapo inanibamba. So I don't know. Mimi hata nashanga mnasema chapo ya madhi ni chapo ya madhi inabaki constant. Hata kule chapo mara ngapi kwa mwaka. Hiyo tu ya Krisi yenye madhi ameunda. Hiyo bado iko na ile feeling.
Asante sana. I like that. Hopefully you guys will be celebrating your Christmas with your family.
Yeah.
All right. Amazing, Sana. Now, Lorna, I need to hear from you. What was the most challenging and rewarding part? You portraying your role.
Okay. So if you didn't add me portraying my role, I would have said going to the audition was really challenging and seeing it after so many months on screen rewarding. But now, because you added that part, learning Luya, learning to speak Luya as a person who doesn't speak it at all, I can say was one of the fun but challenging things I did. And listening to it, watching it was so heartwarming.
Heartwarming.
Yeah.
Was it a criteria during the casting process, how was the process for you? Was it that challenging to speak and learn Luya?
Right. So I got the information after I had gotten the role that I was going to be speaking some things in Luya. That was not requirement in the beginning. As I said, Ruben is very intentional, because for Kevin speaks a lot of Luo in the series, and that was very intentional. Adi kwa audition room, they were told, if you're coming for Kevin, you have to be speaking Luo. Because Brahim also, who plays Brian, speaks Kikuyu in the series, but because the text is not too much, he didn't have to do to be a native speaker of Kikuyu.
Wow. I want us to understand. I want to understand this from you. Does Mo Fayah represent us as Kenyans? Does it tell our stories, our culture?
Yeah, it does a lot of the opening scene actually is not to sell out the story, but the opening bit is Luya oriented. Even in the trailer, you can just see there's Luya involved, and then there's also Luo, there's also Kikuyu, there's Costo involved. So it's a representation, not only with Luya Luo speaking. Even there's Sheng. The Sheng culture is also put in place. So I feel like we are going to communicate to everyone, the old, the young, and the who?
Those that's in
those are in the middle. The Gen Zs.
What I can say personally is that every character portrays someone somewhere. It might not be you, but someone who is like this and behaves like this. What connects us as people is what we love, how much pain we feel, how we deal with it, and all those things are brought together in this series. How people deal with their problems, their temperaments, the past that forms someone's opinion and someone's decisions. The stories of campus, the stories of Uko Ushago, how people behave when a certain guideline, a certain law has not been followed, So it's a very Kenyan story, very deeply cultural, but yet universal, because it's about a lot of pain and how people deal with it.
Wow.
Yes, and fighting for the things and the people you love.
And just to add on what Lorna said, the story also focuses more on family.
Yes.
And should we call it the dysfunctionality of a family?
Yes, parenting,
and modern parenting and cultural parenting.
Yes.
The difference, the thick line between the two. Yeah, and I feel for me, Zawadi's story and her father now give that how should I put it, the essence of the story, just to mention.
All right, my good friends, Mo Fayah series premieres on 20th.
Yes.
I'm expecting to see these for the first time on Netflix, but it's not the first Kenyan series on Netflix.
No.
More to come in the next few, but for now, keep it busy ready to see all the KE. I've got Magetoni by Bill Nas. Keep it busy ready. Welcome back. That was Miss Killer by ABBA, all the way from TZ. Up next for you, I've got some Skillerwoo by Spoiler 43. And aside from that, just to inform you, Mo Fayah series is premiering on 20th. Mtu wangu unafanya nini tarehe 20? Kama una form Netflix na kushinda kuweka pale kwa screen, yani Netflix omba password.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons now you have to go to your neighbor. Kama ungeisanya neighbor wako maze, this is the best reason, this is the best time to go, because utamwambia niaje, we have a new series, my friend is being featured, we have an amazing cast, it's our own, directed by our own. Please tusaidie tu na tuweke tu Netflix. I'm looking forward for that. Hopefully by this Friday. At what time? What is the time?
So we are not aware yet, but on the 20th if ikifika.
Ama ni saa 4 hapo.
Naweza kwa saa 6 usiku.
Or it could be actually midnight.
Could be midnight East African time. You never know.
I'm looking forward for that. Who are you excited, to work with on this series, Mo Fayah? Let's start by Tom.
First of all, before working with someone who has put you there, not to mention the director, I'd like also to shout out to casting director Gerald Langiri.
Big up, my brother.
Yeah, Gerald Langiri is wow, phenomenal. So anyway, I was excited to work with all these veteran actors. First of all, it was my first time to work with all of them actually. Blessing is good actor, one of Kenya's finest, and when I saw him on set, I was like, I'm living here with something. I have to live here with maybe getting to know how he does his mannerisms or his facial or his technique in whatever. I'm not going to ask, but I'm living here with something. And which I was so excited. I laugh. When you're acting, the excitement should not take over your delivery. You're supposed to be very calm because now this is work. So yeah, Blessing was a nice, it was very nice, and it was very good to work with him. And also Alex Mokideo, talent, pure talent. Yeah, you are going from listening to someone on radio, and now he's in front of you, and now you want to learn more from him because he's also done Nafsi. He's also been in Nafsi, a Kenyan Netflix show, and I saw him on Nafsi, and I also working with him was also a very good experience. It was an epic experience. And there was also Alice Ngina. She's a very nice, as a person, she's very nice. As an actor, epic, fine actress, sorry. And who am I forgetting? Anyone? There's also, all these are Melvin Alusa. Oh, wow. Why am I forgetting Melvin Alusa? Yeah, Melvin Alusa. It was very nice working with Melvin Alusa. I feel like Zawadi is going, Lorna is going to talk more about Melvin. But the scenes that I had with Melvin, I liked it. I liked them, and also liked the scenes with Mokideo and Alice. And I'm very grateful we had to come together as young aspiring actors with the vets to create something very, very, very nice.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Lorna, who are you excited to work with?
To be honest, I'll be remiss if I don't talk about Moha, our DOP.
Crazy.
I loved how intentional and patient and particular he was about his lighting, his frames, his everything.
Beautiful.
And for me, because he's talked about like all the cast, I'm going to go to the side of the crew. The crew is made up of people who've been doing this for so long. And as a person who hopefully will be able to give back in production in future, I was so interested, and I would go aside with the people. Akina Alex Mokideo, Akina Ngina as well, and Alusa, and talk to them on the side and inquire, how do you guys stay doing this for so long? And I think the person who gave me the most nuggets, to be honest, who I got a lot of time to talk to, was
Melvin.
Yeah, no.
Who? Nani? Your mom?
No. Okay, it's fine. I got so many insights from Akina Toby, from Wali. I sat down with Akina Wali, with all of the people, because I want to give this back in the future. Yeah, I'm so excited and happy to have been part of this project.
And Toby, yeah? Tobias.
And yes.
Wali and Tobias.
Wali and Tobias, yeah.
But
yeah.
As well, I want to big up some of the cast and crew. We've got Matthew Ngugi, big up for what you played, your role as well. Brian Oma, director, amazing director, passionate director as well. We've got Eddie Joe. Yeah. Is my boy for longest time. I want to big up director Ruben Odanga as well, producer Margaret Wanjiru, executive producer Jacqueline Musyoka and Ruben Odaga, as well creator Ruben Odaga. Big up to the team and crew and everyone that made this possible. We're going to come back now in the last link with more, but for now I've got some Skillable Spoiler 43 exclusive on BaseRadio.co.ke. Welcome back. If you're tuning in right now, this is BaseRadio.co.ke. Amazing actor and actress, super talented, by the way, if you don't know. And I was say on a hustle Nairobi. Yani, hey, at their age, they can do all those things, direct, screenplays, sijui vanya nini, kuna mtu anapanda ukuta. Wow, hatari sana. We're coming to an end of this exciting conversation. I'm looking forward for Mo Fayah series, our own Kenyan series that will be premiering on Netflix this coming Friday. I mean, I'll be anytime, buy 2 data bundles. request set. Lorna,
Yes.
I feel there's someone you've missed out.
Yes, I have. So, first of all, 9 a.m. news zimeingia. So, Mo Fayah will be premiering at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
And the person who forgotten, or maybe two people, one is catering. But this Jimbo, like we were fed. We were, you know. Tulishiba. Yes, but the main person I wanted to talk about is Winnie Adisa, our production manager, taking care of our welfare, well-being, everything, our mental health. I have to give a lot of regards to her. She's a fantastic production manager, and she was the one who was holding everything together, the cast, the crew. She's a brilliant production manager, and she should know I love her.
What's her name?
Yeah, Winnie Adisa.
Winnie Adisa, big up.
Production manager.
Amazing production manager.
Best in Kenya.
Oh.
I dare say. Yes.
What about you, Tom? Is there someone you feel like?
Just let me do a redo. First of all, I'd like to shout out to all the Kina Abi UN. Let me go back to the UN students.
Yeah.
But some of them have recently graduated. Congrats to them.
Yes.
Abigail Wanjira. There was Abi. There was Connie. There was Esther.
Yeah.
There was this friend of mine. This guy friend of mine in Masao Jinake.
There's Abso.
There's
Absalom.
Abso. There's Batista.
Batista.
Yeah,
Oh my
there's
God.
Batista,
Yes.
and some of them were cast. Some of them who were cast, Kanaki, Perpetual, Joy,
yes.
and the rest of all this that we've forgotten.
Yes.
But we just want to congratulate them and also really appreciate their hard work.
Yeah.
And most especially, also there's Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie, our producer.
Maggie, producer, oof,
Brilliant.
they
Brilliant
gave us a
person.
very conducive environment to do our job, and it was very interesting for us to have that experience.
Yeah.
And not to mention Irene from Wardrobe,
Yes,
Irene,
and Wakesho.
and Wakesho, crazy. These guys are just doing immaculate work. And also there's Mikey and Timo. No, I'm forgetting. Forgotten. This is the art department.
Yeah.
They really did the art department. Whatever the show,
It's
every appearance
production
in this
design.
scene, the art department really outdid themselves.
For sure.
And you've mentioned Moha,
Yes.
and the lighting department. Every department outdone themselves.
for sure.
I was amazed with everything I was seeing.
Yeah.
And also to close it all with that the food was nice, and the guys who are taking us to job
to work.
work.
Yeah.
Sorry. But Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac.
Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Tupac and Bob. And am I forgetting anyone
Surely.
else? These guys, man.
Yeah.
You know, they make sure you arrive on set.
Yes, on time every day. You
Every
know,
day.
Tobit.
Yeah.
I made a best friend from Mo Fayah. Yes.
Me?
Aisha.
Who?
That's you're my best friend. That's my main best friend.
Who?
Is Aisha.
Yeah,
Denge.
Aisha.
She
Aisha
played my
Denge.
best friend actually in the show. That was crazy. I made a best friend from the
They
show.
look alike. You'll confuse them. So Kwarada when you're watching the show, they will confuse them. And also Baraka
Yes,
Bright.
but yeah, such a wonderful voice. Could be
Watch out.
fantastic. in
Yeah,
radio.
fantastic.
Now the series is premiering on Friday. 20th,
On Friday
from
at 9 a.m.
True.
What are your hopes from this series, both locally, internationally?
Internationally, right?
Internationally, our aim, or rather Ruben's aim, or everyone's aim in the project, is to show Kenyan culture, our Kenyan stories out there, and be able to, in Ruben's words, be able to properly compete with whatever international standards, with whatever South Africa is doing, Nigeria, India, everywhere, and just to put Kenya out there and show these guys, there's Kenya. There's Kenyan stories, Kenyan actors, and it's epic work going on. Yeah, and locally is to show our own locals that there are stories packaged very well, with good actors, with good give to the audience, and we want our locals to watch and relate, because we have done, I believe, the whole work, we have done something called representability. We have represented real life occasions, real life people, real life identities, and all we want Kenyans, locals, is to watch
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
For
you?
sure. I want people to see that there are more talent. We had the veterans, but there are also new talent. And I think Ruben was really intentional about that, because the four of us who are leading, new people. For all of us, this is apart from Brahim, who's done a series as a lead before, everybody else, this is our first lead. So I am so excited for people to see what we have to offer, because that was very intentional for Ruben. And I'm so excited for people to see, the moral dilemmas that people have, and that we can make those into stories, and beautiful ones at that. Yeah.
As well, I'm so excited. It's coming out Friday from 9 a.m. on Netflix. Mo Fayah series.
Tidum.
Hello. Coming up next for you, keep it base radio.co.ke. Tonight remix Nikita Kareng featuring Lil Minor. As we wind up this conversation with amazing actor and actress, let me hear from you guys. The whole series has been great, kabisa, for you guys. How many months did you guys manage to shoot the series?
It was roughly 3 months.
3 months.
Yes.
Someone who want to understand, coming out from this series, amazing project. I know you are excited to see yourself on Netflix. Your family, your friends are all excited.
Yeah.
But the piece of advice you picked from all those days, the sacrifice from the preparation to the final day, they said, "Nyaja, it's a wrap, guys."
Yes.
What is the best advice you picked?
For me, I'd say trust your vision, trust your plan, and trust that the work that you're putting in will pay off eventually. So from character building, from doing mock auditions, from shooting monologues, preparing at home, it shows on the screen if you don't prepare for scenes. So trust in everything that you're putting in, that it will show and it will make sense eventually. Yeah.
Tom, what have you picked from the series? An advice?
One thing I learned is self-awareness. You have to understand your art, how you do it. That simple statement carries you from the audition day up to when you're wrapping the whole project. Self-awareness gives you the ability on the know-hows, when to deliver, being on time. Have to know yourself, have that self-awareness when approaching anything, if it's time, if it's performance, if it's relationship to people, social skills. Understand yourself, and also have the ability to understand your environment. That way you have the ability to control
yourself. Control is very important,
Right.
as well. Given a chance today to advise an upcoming actor, actress who wants to be like you.
I think that's what I said, trusting in the process. Auditioning is very important, because everybody who is in Mo Fayah and in any other job that I've done before has auditioned. So audition, don't give up, especially if you're starting and you don't have a lot of portfolio that's backing you. Audition, and audition. Online submit. Go to physical auditions. If there are 500 people, take it up, stay, wait for the 500 and do your audition, because maybe you won't get that job, but those people that are auditioning you will see your talent and they will call you for something different.
True. An advice to a young man.
A young man out there, one thing I'd like to put out is, during the auditions were done at KNT, Kenya National Theatre. I think it was July last year.
Yes.
I was number 651.
What?
I was audition number 6. I won't forget. I was tag number 651. This is for anyone who's listening out there. I was number 651, and I managed to get the role. So it is never about who chose who wants who. Everyone has a journey, and I believe Mo Fayah will show actors out there that everything is possible.
Right.
Because on Mo Fayah, you will see people who you've never seen before, and that I will have to put it out there with confidence. Actors that you've never seen before. So one thing I would like to say to this actor out there is the little knowledge that I've gathered on set and everything is everyone has a journey. You might have done a lot in your career and you haven't bagged that Netflix role ama that TV role that you thought you are supposed to have had before. Or you might do your first audition, you've never been on stage, and bag that Netflix role.
For sure.
Or bag that Prime Video, what you get.
Yeah.
So journeys are different, and also believe in what you do, and be aware of yourself, like I said. Yeah.
All right, but I can definitely tell you guys, process is everything.
Yes.
You have to trust the process because
Absolutely.
timing is always key.
Yeah, timing.
Your time will come.
Yes.
Your time is here to shine as well.
Yes.
Where can people find you, follow you, keep updated on what you guys are doing?
For me on Instagram, I'm very active on Instagram. I am Tobit Tom. On Facebook is Toby with a Y, Tom. And on X is Tobit Tom. And on TikTok as well is Tobit Tom. And also on YouTube, where most of my works dating back in the years, is Tobit Tom. Thank you. Yeah.
As for me, I go by Lona Lemi everywhere. So it will be Lona_Lemi for Twitter, everywhere. But I'd also like to highlight that for updates on Mo Fayah and our interviews and whatnot, people should go ahead and follow Multan Productions on Instagram, on X. Yeah,
Multan Production. And
sure.
also
Ruben Odanga. If you want jobs as
page.
well, to see auditions, Langiri, you should follow at Langiri, Gerald Langiri, and Ruben Odanga.
Yeah, for auditions.
Auditions, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased. I'm so humble to see you. The future is bright for you guys.
Thank you.
What you're doing.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you
I'll be
so
looking
much.
forward to see Mo Fayah series on Netflix. One more time. Thank you for your time. But before you leave, I have a small challenge for you.
Okay.
I want you guys to finish any sentence with Xmas. We're in the festive season. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Let's start with Tom.
So the challenge is finishing.
Any sentence with Xmas.
On Wednesday, we eat, enjoy, meet, because it's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Nice. What about you, Lona?
So, as you watch Mo Fayah on Netflix, I hope you enjoy your Xmas.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much
See
for
you next
having
time.
us.
Thank
All
you.
right, welcome.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Pleasure.
Up next for you is My Abebo Bahati featuring Prince Inda, as well. I've got Okoa Sem by Sabiu. Keep it Base Radio to see you, the KE. I'm coming back with more in the next week.
This is Base Radio.
We are 254 to the core.